You're now listening to Don't Test This Mic on the Midnight Hour Radio Show, a place where stars call home.
Good evening. I always wanted to do one of those. Thank you for joining me this evening. Very quickly, this is an excellent season of giving and sharing and caring and all those awesome things that we do with each other. So I do want to just go into forgiveness is what we need to do most this season. So if you looked around the dinner table on Thursday and you didn't see that cousin or that uncle or that aunt or that mother or grandmother that you've held something against since the last Thanksgiving, you may want to make it right. As you can see on the news and radio, people are just constantly dying and being killed and shot. I believe there was 2 murders right here in the city on Friday. And one previously before that, and a lady on her way to a Thanksgiving dinner was in a hit and run and killed in Chicago and never made that dinner. So I just want to give some tips on how to forgive and how to forget. This is an awesome season to do that. You only have one set of family members, and so you want to cherish them as we move into the next year. So the first step is recognizing that there is a problem. That is the first step of all problem solving skills, is to recognize that there is a problem. So you can't ignore it. Don't skip them when you passing the macaroni. Recognize there's a problem going on first. Secondly, you're going to want to go into the forgiveness. So pull that conversation and don't rehash, relive, or revisit what happened. When you do that, what happens is people begin to start to point blames and trying to figure out who was the bigger person or the smaller person or where the fault lies. It's just best to say, listen, something happened last year. We're both aware of it. I am more uncomfortable with not speaking to you and not being able to call you family and not being able to show love. And that's why I want you to forgive me. And thirdly, take whatever comes. You might say, forgive me, and that person may not want to drop it, but you need to get it off of you. And you need to just take whatever comes. Now, don't wait till they get intoxicated and want to talk. Talk to them before y'all start drinking or, and get it all out the way, so we don't have no physical forgiveness session. Fourthly, forget it. Let it go. It's gone. It's in the past. It's done. I know it hurt. I know you can, you can almost realize, you can almost see it, forget it. Let it go. And the last one, don't bash your kids about it. Children are, you sometimes know when people don't like you by the way their kids treat you. And, because people talk around their children and their children kind of look at you a certain way and you speak to them and they're, hey, how you doing? And you already know, okay, your mama's been talking about me in front of you. And so we don't want to talk about each other in front of the kids. Don't bring it up at church. Saints, pray for me because my cousin is taking me through. Let it go. Forget about it. Learn how to love each other this season, because one day, one Christmas is going to be your last Christmas. I guarantee you. One Thanksgiving holiday is going to be your last Thanksgiving day. And so we don't want to do that and have all these stones that are, that have not been turned and things have not been settled. So I'm going to even go back into my family and forget some things. Some things were done or not done when my parents passed away, but I got to let that go because I really cherish and want to be with my family more than anything. So I encourage you, who that person is that you need to go to. It's that person that you're saying, no, that ain't them. Yes, it is. Don't talk yourself out of it. Make sure you go to that person, ask for forgiveness so that we can all get together this season and embrace and love each other. And so nobody won't be crying over nobody's casket, trying to jump in, feeling guilty, running behind the hearse, we can let people go in peace. Okay? So I encourage you to forgive each other. This is Don't Test This Mic. Make sure you forget it after it's done. Thank you very much. Have a good holiday season.
You're now listening to Don't Test This Mic on the Midnight Hour Radio Show, a place where stars call home.